All right. That's okay. I know y'all like Marona Prophecy. Why you got on a mask? Because I went to the dentist today and I'm not even supposed to be talking. I got my tooth pulled out. Did you check my post? Nah. So, God bless you guys. Oh, yeah, and my chain broke. You see that? But I'm still cool. I'm still cool. I'm still cool. Ooh, ooh. Nah. How y'all doing? All glory be to the Most High. Yeah, because he got this tooth pulled out for me today, y'all. All right, it's neither here nor there. We're going to get into it. You guys see the title. I don't know if I sound muzzled, but I'm thinking that you guys can hear me good. Oh, by the way, guys, my mom made these. She makes these. She made these during COVID. See that? So cute, huh? Look, I don't want to show y'all my jaw. But you see the other side? Ooh, that's cute, huh? That's cute. All right. Shout out to moms for that. Well, yeah. My swelling kind of went down. I don't want to show you guys too much. You know how when the numbing goes down, how you grease up your lips? And then this jaw over here was like an elephant. Okay. So there's neither here nor there. We're going to get into it. Make sure you guys support the algorithm by hitting a thumbs up, and we're gonna get into it. We're gonna see how this video does. I hope that it does well. I pray that it does well in the mighty name of Jesus Christ and the algorithm, because we need to get these videos out. I mean, they pushing everybody else videos through. I don't know why they ain't pushing through more on the prophecies videos. Maybe it's because mine is the truth, the truth, the truth, the truth, the truth is kept, y'all. Because this is coming straight from the Holy Spirit. The Holy Spirit teach me everything that I know. Okay? Let me see. Do I got everything good? Let me see. Okay, hold on, guys. Okay. All right, I just feel real greasy. I don't have on no makeup, no nothing. I've been abused today by the dentist. So, I look like a little raccoon right now. I've been crying for like a week because of the pain, y'all. Y'all know what it feels like to have a tooth, an abscess tooth. It's pulled out now. So glory be to God. But my face is healing, all right? So, yeah, it's neither here nor there. And my mom made these. Ooh, she makes them. I'm going to show y'all at the end if I have time and I remember. Yes, God bless you. Hi, welcome on in. All right. God bless you, Mexico fan. 13425. Woo, a lot of numbers. Amen. So we're gonna get into it. Oh, it's people on here. Okay, y'all in the house. Okay, y'all here. Yes. Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome in, Amanda. Amanda Panda 18. Okay, God bless you guys. We're gonna get into it right now without further ado. And you guys see, this is ritual rites, and I teach this thing. Okay, I feel like the lighting is dark back here, right? So it's neither here nor there. It's not about me. We gonna watch the video, and then I'm gonna tell y'all about some things that y'all never knew, things that they don't want out. Hello, little lion. God bless you. Okay, so let me get my setup. I got my setup. Let me just make the screen big. And then let's listen. Shout out to, let me tell y'all who the video is by that I'm gonna be doing my commentary on. This is Keeping It a Stack with Coach One Stack. Keeping It a Stack with Coach One Stack. Wow, what a tongue twister. Have you guys heard of this guy? Well, he made a good video. And I'm finna educate him too, okay? Because we're in deliverance ministry and we teach the secrets and the occultic things that they don't want to tell us, okay? So, yes. Okay, chicky. All right, so without further ado, y'all, let me make my screen big, and it's going to get deep right now. It's going to get deep right now. All right, so listen up, folks.
Top of it, man. It's your boy, Coach One Stack, man. We at it again. Thank y'all for supporting this channel, man. And I would just want to bring y'all this video with your boy, Orlando Brown, exposing rappers Diddy, Busta Rhymes, man, and the rappers that they allegedly infected with HIV, including Meek Mill and your boy
He said it,
Trey.
not me.
So don't y'all go away, man, because you already know that Meek Mill was one of Diddy's boy toys. And you know, Busta Rhymes, he loved Fun Boys, man. Y'all got to check out my videos. But Drake been undercover, man. They said it was a wild night at Calabasas. So, man, y'all sit back, because, see, everybody think Orlando Brown, who's a child star, is crazy. But ain't nothing wrong with Orlando Brown.
Yes, there is something wrong with Orlando Brown. Hold on. But he's still telling the truth. Hold on. I know he being nice, and I know what he's trying to say. Okay, shout out to him. There is something wrong with Orlando Brown. Okay, he's suffering from SA abuse. Okay, he's a Disney kid, so there's abuse there. There's MK Ultra there. There is also bits of possession there. He has possession. Yeah, you heard it from me. He has possession. He has demons. When them demons get frustrated, when them demons hit a trigger, passed on, based on something that happened to him within the industry, like memories, when he hears good memories, when he hears bad memories, when there's things that trigger, based on what they did to him, trigger words or whatever, them demons pop out. Okay, them demons manifest. So let's continue, okay? Because I just wanted to make that clear. So, yes, he's needing help. He's trying to cry out. He's telling the truth, but it's in code. But he has demons, folks, okay? Let's continue, because this video is going to be quite long.
Orlando Brown is simply telling the truth. See, but what I need you guys to understand and put in the comments before I start playing this video and get into it is, why do you think a lot of men would keep coming out saying that they was SA'd by other men if it wasn't true? Guys, I don't even know men that play like that. But do you? But anyway, before we get into it, make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell.
Y'all do the same here. Thank you.
And we're going to get into this video, people. Let's get it, man. Let's get it. Get into it.
Get into it for us.
Niggas got
Here we go.
HIV around me, and I got to drink with these.
Nobody warned the young ones. Nobody told them what the invitation really meant.
Wait,
Nobody
let me rewind that just in case you didn't hear it.
These niggas got HIV around me, and I got to drink with these.
Nobody warned the young ones. Nobody told them what the invitation really meant. Nobody explained what the price of admission actually was.
He's tongue in code. No, that it was bent
Right
over.
here. Okay. I know a lot of y'all seen this video, right? That video with that, I don't know who that YouTuber is, but he was from a different ethnicity or whatever, but he was very well spoken, and he knew that Orlando Brown was manifesting on his stage. I'm just showing you that was a time when he was possessed too. He was also possessed when he was out there in them LA streets selling that chicken. Okay, let's continue.
Ouch. Who? Meat meal?
And when the one person brave enough or broken enough to say it out loud finally spoke.
Also, would like for everyone to be mindful of.
I don't know what Coach Stack One is doing.
The urgency and the need to speak on the situation.
The ones who knew the most said the least. But here's what nobody is connecting. The parties, the names, the silence, the disease. It's all the same story. And today we're telling it from the beginning. Let's establish something right away. When we talk about Diddy,
Well, first of all,
the infamous
First of all, I want y'all to know that they took an oath, so they cannot speak out on things like that, and there's NDAs in place. That's why. So they just let the rumors spread rapid. It doesn't matter if it was true or not. They're gonna lie to the end because they're bound by contracts for silence.
the wild Vegas nights, the private gatherings that federal investigators have spent months dissecting.
Oh, guys, are they talking about them wild Vegas nights? Oh, they talking about them wild Vegas nights. How come they not talking about Ray J? Oh, I meant Ray J, because, boy, I'm finna tell you, man, being born and raised in Las Vegas, man, your boy Ray J was turning up out here in these hotels. Man, see, they used to complain about Ray J. They didn't even want him in their hotels. You know why? Because they was finding a bunch of chocolate-covered magnums in his hotel rooms when he would check out, and them hotel rooms would be trash. let's get back into it. But that was just a little something for you, man. Let's keep on watching.
Thank you.
We are not talking about regular celebrity parties. We are talking about environments that multiple witnesses, insiders, and former associates have described as carefully engineered traps, not clubs, not kickbacks, traps. And the people who got pulled into those traps were almost never random. They were selected, targeted, usually at their most vulnerable, young, hungry, desperate for a cosign from someone at the top of the industry. That's the first thing you have to understand before.
No, the first thing you got to understand is the reason why it's ritualistic like this, and the reason why they got to be drunk or they got to be high, they got to be caught up in these spots, in these places, is because the higher up the people who are under a certain demonic law are practicing Thelema rituals. That's why. And so part of the Thelema ritual is they do these things. And I will be getting into it, and I will be proving it to you like I did once again about the Thelema law. And I know y'all like Marona Prophecy, why you got this mask on. Because I went to the dentist today, folks, and I got my tooth pulled out. Let's continue.
Any of the names make sense. Now, Orlando Brown. For years before Cassie filed her lawsuit, before the federal raids, before Diddy's name became synonymous with everything dark about the entertainment industry, Orlando Brown was out here talking, going on podcasts, doing interviews, dropping names, describing things, and the whole world laughed at him, called him crazy, called him a clout chaser, said he was just trolling for attention. But here's what people keep forgetting. A significant portion of what Orlando Brown said years ago has since been corroborated by lawsuits, testimony, and federal investigations.
But let's not forget, it's not only him, folks. It's everybody has been speaking out on their own term at any given time to where they thought that they could. It's not only him. We just happen to be talking about him today, but we're talking about many other players. This is the faculty. Do you understand?
Let that sink in.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Nah, you don't want to be no actor. You don't want to be no singer.
That moment, that emotional, raw, tearful moment where Orlando begged young people to stay out of the entertainment industry, that what?
I see, guys, man, y'all be thinking Orlando Brown is crazy, but man, Orlando Brown has been telling y'all, guys, do your history. And some of y'all youngsters, man, you guys ain't even old.
Hold on, I want to say this. Look at Orlando Brown right now. Now, remember back in this time when he was trying to be truthful and he was attempting to tell, but he wasn't acting crazy. He was trying to be normal and be himself and tell. People wasn't going for it. People was making fun of him back then for speaking out. So then I noticed his persona changed. His persona changed where he started acting crazy, acting how people wanted him to act. And then on top of that, putting out the truth. Let's continue.
Enough to remember when Orlando Brown was a child star, but man, these child stars have been getting turned out since, man, Nickelodeon. Whoa.
He doesn't realize, no, he doesn't know, but he will know now when he watched this video. The Disney kids are a part of the MK Ultra project anyway. So there's torture. These kids have been tortured and they have been groomed and they are under the program. Disney is part of the MK Ultra. Let's continue. So it's deeper than what Coach One Stack knows, but I hope he knows today. Amen.
Disney, can you dig it? Man, it's too much stuff going on in this industry, man. And these people must be stopped. Because these STDs are spreading like wildfire, people.
Wasn't a bit. That wasn't performance. That was a man carrying something he didn't know how to put down. And when the interviewer pushed him, when they asked him why he was getting a...
And that little clip that they just showed too, he was suffering from signs of possession there too. Like you would see them deities, they would run in and out through him, depending on what questions was asked of him, what thoughts and memories that he had to bring back to his remembrance, because he has no power over those deities because they're in him, and the Lord, the Holy Spirit was telling me at the time when I was watching those clips that he was telling me that channeling. The Holy Spirit was giving me the word channeling. You get it? Channeling spirits. Let's continue.
Emotional. Why he was tearing up over career advice. Orlando didn't laugh it off.
You gotta be careful with what you asking for. And you're not gonna just get music, and you're not gonna just get TV very easy. These demons come very swiftly.
These demons.
And he's talking literally demons. And when he's talking about swift, it's because they're not held or bound by time. I mean, he's speaking facts here, and people don't realize how much facts that he was speaking when he was speaking so simply.
Come very swiftly. Not industry politics, not contract disputes, demons. That is a man describing something specific, something personal, something that happened to him in rooms that most of us will never see the inside of. Now let's talk about how Orlando first entered that world, because this is where the timeline gets important. Orlando has claimed that he first crossed.
And you know what I want to say? You know, some of these videos that Orlando Brown made too, I'm talking about his own music videos. If you notice, like they had him wearing like onesies, girl clothes, tight clothes. Like I was just peeping what whoever was making it. I don't know if he did that on his own to boost, you know, the sales, but I'm just trying to say you could just see that it was all wrong. It was all wrong, folks.
Paths with Diddy when he was around 15 or 16 years old.
How old were you when you met him?
Like 16.
Look, here we go.
Okay.
If you do the math, Orlando was
You saw
15 in
that?
2002. And in 2002, Diddy appeared on Nickelodeon's All That the Same network where Orlando was filming at the exact same time. Now, Cat Williams saw the clip of that Nickelodeon appearance when it resurfaced last year, and he shared it on his Instagram stories with one caption. They're all in it. That's not random commentary from Cat Williams.
Cat's in it too. They're all they Y'all, it is so crazy. It's like Ecclesiastes says, it's a time to live. It's a time to die. It's a time to cry. It's a time to mourn. It's a time to expose. It's a time to be concealed. You know? Okay, so Cat is in this too. They are all in this death cult, you guys. They can't get out, and they expose each other when whoever is over them telling them to. They handlers, but it's deeper than that. It's the powers that be. Let's continue. Whoever they are, but it's the beast system, okay?
That's a man who knows the industry, confirming what a lot of people suspected. The access to young talent wasn't accidental. It was structural. So let's get into the specific names. Because
Right.
Orlando wasn't
Structural. Look what they just said, because there's a hierarchy. Satan's kingdom, it has a hierarchy, and he has an establishment in the entertainment business, okay? Because this is where the media and the powers of the air, the broadcast system, okay? Satan of the air. Are you guys getting it? It's all connected.
just speaking generally about the industry. He was naming people, specific people, connected people. Over the course of multiple interviews, Orlando claimed to have had intimate encounters with several high-profile rappers, people he says were part of Diddy's extended circle and party.
Now, press and pause. Man, I like to let y'all watch this video, but guys, y'all answer in the comments, please. Tell me in the comments. Do you feel that a man is really going to accuse another man of S.A.M. or even sleeping with them in an intimate way if it didn't happen? I honestly don't know any men who play like that, but let's get to it.
Network.
Made love. We made love.
Who you made love with?
Diddy, Bow Wow, Busta Rhymes.
Let's get to it.
Network.
Made love. We made love.
Who you made love with?
Diddy, Bow Wow, Busta Rhymes.
You just told me you see Busta at the airport, too. That motherfucker tried to act like he didn't know you. You smashed Drake?
No, I never smashed.
Oh, you made love to Drake.
And see how they be talking to him like it's just fun and games, and this is this man's real life. But it depending on his emotional state and how he's feeling, like them demons will rise up and come out. See, right now, at that time, during that time, he was okay. He felt comfortable talking about it. But I'm just saying, see the recipient on the other end receiving the information. Look how you just talking about this man's trauma and his whole life of being controlled and dominated by invisible people, and you just acting like, you know, you just laughing and care. This ain't no funny business right here. This is serious, because this indoctrination is spreading throughout the culture. This is what's wrong with Gen Z right now.
Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard.
Terrence Howard.
So remember how Terrence Howard was talking about, the man card, and yeah, once you give it up, and I don't know how they give it up. Okay, these occultists, these Luciferians, these Satanists, they are taught to lie. They lie for the death of them. They lie. The truth ain't in it. They'll be done did something and lied and said they ain't did it, knowing darn well that they done did it too. They all have to do it.
That's just the best.
Did they say Terrence Howard?
Because it is the Baphomet. It is the indoctrination. It is the induction. You have to.
He said, God, I have never... Guys, if you have ever heard Terrence Howard's name come up in the Diddy scandal, man, put Terrence Howard in
They all did it. 50 did it too. Everybody, y'all. And then y'all thinking it's just sex. No, it's ritual sex magic. But it's not that. They're torturing these people in the middle of these acts. Okay, did you hear about Ja Rule? How he got pegged the pegs. This is why Meek Mills was screaming. It wasn't no casual sex like people thought that it was. Now, okay, let's continue.
Because I honestly, people, I love y'all, man. This is the first time I ever heard Terrence Howard's name pop up, man.
Now, before we go further, these are allegations, Orlando's claims, unverified by the individuals named, but here's what makes them impossible to completely dismiss. Orlando made these claims before the federal case, before Cassie's lawsuit, before the raids, before any of this was mainstream conversation, and more importantly, several of the names he dropped have since appeared in lawsuits, documentaries, or public controversies connected to Diddy's circle, which brings us to the name that keeps coming up no matter what conversation you're in, Busta Rhymes. Now, here's where it gets layered. When Diddy's legal situation exploded publicly, when the charges dropped, when the raids happened, when the civil lawsuits started stacking up, the entertainment industry split into two groups almost immediately. Group one, people who went quiet, people who scrubbed their social media, people who suddenly had very busy schedules and couldn't be reached for comment. Group two, people who came out publicly to defend Diddy, to say slow down, to say let the truth come out. Busta Rhymes fell into that second group. At the premiere of Venom, The Last Dance, Busta went on camera and told the world to back off.
I think a lot of times people don't realize how insensitive it could be to have opinions on things that you have no understanding of.
Spoken like a true homosexual.
And you know what I get with Busta Rhymes? I get, he's worshiping a lot of deities too. See, he's doing some deep, dark stuff. I'm saying more darker than some of the other celebrities, like Meek Mills and them. Busta Rhymes has been in the game for a while. He was working side by side with Diddy, just like Will Smith was too. See, because he got this deity that he served. He got this other demon besides Lucifer that he pays homage to, and it is that dragon. So what does the dragon represent? The dragon represents Satan. Remember when he went out and bought all them jewels, them big old giant diamonds representing the dragon, the draconian rulership? You guys better know. He's very dark. He's very demonic. This guy right here, I'm telling you, he's with some corporal punishment stuff in the Luciferian circle. I'm telling you.
Shout out to the Rainbow community, people. He's telling you everything.
He's very dark.
It's terrible how people can be insensitive to a certain.
Basically, he said, my feelings hurt because y'all saying that I'm on the rainbow side and I like fun boys. Man, guys, y'all put in the comments, man. Why do you think these men have a problem saying what they love?
Because he does not understand. You, Mr. Sir, down there, you don't understand. You don't understand. These people took an oath. They took an oath. It's an oath. It's a death cult they're in. Shout out to you. This is a great video. I love this video because I can point out things that people did not know. They're in the brotherhood. These people are in the boule, sir. They cannot tell. They are sworn to secrecy. Otherwise, they get the sword or the nasty screwdriver.
What they love. But Orlando Brown feels like keeping it real. Man, why? God, this 2026. Who cares about getting judged? I don't care about how.
No, he doesn't understand. It's not about
feels
that.
About how I live my life. What about you?
outside of
we're not stars and celebrities either. We're not on a pedestal, and you know we don't have slave on our forehead, and we're not being held accountable to the puppet master, and we're not bound by what do you call it, contracts, demonic contracts, and you know we're not paid for and bought with a price. So it is different, a celebrity versus a common folk person like you and I, and this guy who's this other guy, you know, the YouTuber who made this video, him who's speaking. I hope that he understands we are not the same as these celebrities.
you're being told.
And look, on the surface, that sounds reasonable. Don't rush to judgment, wait for the facts. But here's the thing. In the court of public opinion, especially in the celebrity gossip world, how you defend someone matters just as much as whether you defend them. Busta didn't just say, wait for the facts. He went out of his way to publicly distance himself from the conversation. He called the public discourse thirsty. He framed concerned commentary as opportunism. And the internet noticed, because Busta has a complicated history with this particular subject matter. Whatever that man does in his personal space is that man's choice and that man's business. That's Busta talking about Frank Ocean coming out. Measured, progressive, respectful, but contrast that with reports of how Busta reacted when a young gay man approached him at an event to give him props, reportedly flipping out, using slurs, having bodyguards drag the man away. Or the time Busta was spotted at a Miami restaurant known as a gathering spot for the LGBTQ+ community, while simultaneously maintaining a public image that distanced himself from that world. Or
they don't understand. This is an undercover GY Mafia. Do you understand? You know what I'm saying. GY Mafia. Put the A in the middle. That's what this is. You know, they are running this stuff like the mob bosses. It's orchestrated. This is a crime. How do you say it? Circle and ring, and it is all filled with pedophiles and you know, sodomy, and you know, you have to do the debaucherous, the abominable things to reach Satan, because this is Satan's this is his playground. This is the Hunger Games, folks. People don't understand. This is a whole new world up in Hollywood. You heard what Kanye said, but you didn't know what he meant. Okay, he said it a long time ago when he found out, when he had to give up his mama, y'all. It is a whole new world in Hollywood. Okay, it is an Area 51 in Hollywood.
time and
God, and that's what people do, man. You know, I got people,
they're not normal. It is strange flesh, like the Bible says.
You know, that on the down low, they're on the down low. They like men. They like men other than men.
It is not about that. It is about transhumanism. Do people understand? It is the coagula. It is the Baphomet. Do they understand? It is these deities these people are worshiping Ra, the sun god. They are doing the Thelema law to get the power, the knowledge, and the money, the fame. Does anybody get it?
All kind of things, and they think people care, and people really don't care, man. So and you're gonna find the most homophobic person. The most homophobic person is the ones that's doing it. See, guys, like I said, shout out to the rainbow community. I'm not a part of rainbow.
No, the most demonic people are the ones that are doing it, and he's thinking too low. Sir, you got to come up a little bit higher. You got to come up a little bit higher. You got to take it higher to the L gods, sir. This has nothing to do. Humankind is being erased by these deities that are inhabiting these people in high places, ruling certain regions here on earth, and Hollywood happens to be one of them, because this is where the stage is. This is where you can indoctrinate masses and massive amounts of people, put them under control, witchcraft control.
But whatever people got going on in their life, hey man, so be it, man. If you like it, I love it. Hey, listen, I'm not homophobic. Men hit on me, guys. Let's be real. Just like women jump in your DM, men jump in your DM too. And I got things in my DM that I could bust a multitude of supposed straight men out on, because they just sent me personal things, man. It's a whole lot of DL stuff going on out here, man. I'm going to tell y'all ladies, man, you better be strapping up. That's all I can tell you.
2019, when a construction worker called him gay and Busta allegedly threw a punch. Busta's former bodyguard,
I
Big
remember
Homie
that.
CCE, went public with claims that Busta made unusual requests involving young men within his entourage. That within his circle, there was an open secret about his lifestyle. And then there's the viral account from an openly gay male YouTuber who claimed Busta personally approached him outside a club, held his hand softly, and invited him into his VIP section.
Busta Rhymes just grabbed my hand. And he shaking, he holding my hand. Now, I ain't know it was Busta at first.
Now taken individual.
Hey guys, I need y'all to know this. That video is true. I have that video. I made a video about that. And because Busta actually caused that man and his boyfriend to catch a domestic violence outside the...
Coach Stack, I know you got the video. I believe you, allegedly. My whole thing is, it's a lot of videos floating around, and they're all on the dark web, and they're all up for sale. And this is what these people do. This is just what they do.
Club. It was that man, his boyfriend, and another third boyfriend of theirs, a three-way type thing, like a poly type relationship. He caused them to have an actual domestic violence outside of a restaurant because he was trying to do what he's trying to do.
Really, any one of these stories is easy to dismiss, but pattern recognition is everything in investigative storytelling. When the same type of story keeps coming from different, unconnected sources across different years and different contexts, that's not coincidence. That's a pattern. And Busta's pattern, the public defensiveness, the overreactions, the contradictions between
I'm sorry, that was me.
his public statements and private behavior, according to witnesses, starts to look a lot like what we see from others in Diddy's orbit who had something to protect, which brings Ice Cube into this conversation. Because Cube isn't someone who speaks carelessly. When he calls out the gatekeepers, when he names the power structure that controls who rises and who falls in Hollywood.
I'm talking about the club of gatekeepers that we all got to deal with.
He's describing a system, a network of loyalty, leverage, and silence that keeps certain people protected as long as they stay aligned. Some people believe that Busta's public defense of Diddy wasn't just friendship, it was alignment. It was a signal to the right people that he was still on the right side of the wall. Now let's talk about Meek Mill, because Meek's situation is arguably the most...
Ooh, we're going to talk about Freaky Mill. Freaky Mill.
It ain't about Freaky Mill. It's about ritualistic Meek Mill. Meek Mill wanted to brush hands with Diddy because Diddy had them demonic contracts with them deals. So he wanted to. He had to go through him to get inducted. To get in. Okay, and then the indoctrination process starts. But it's through Baphomet. It is through the rear. It is sodomy. That is the rite of passage. Do people understand?
Ooh, daddy, ooh, daddy, ooh, daddy. Ooh,
it ain't
daddy,
about that.
Ooh, daddy, ooh,
and they like to torture these people. They pain you. I told you, when you're in this esoteric occult, you guys, it's about pain more than pleasure. People think that it's all about pleasure. No, they torture these people, you all, because this is the deep, dark occult. This is the esoteric things. Satan likes pain. These demons like pain. So they pain these people, and they pain them in the rear because this is the Thelema law. Now, I'm going to read some things to you in a minute.
Daddy, ooh. Man, Meek Mill was getting...
He don't understand.
Man, he's getting his back blew out. Y'all heard the audio. And see, y'all think it was security that made that audio tape. It wasn't security. Nicki Minaj dropped the tape. That's why she...
And why do you think Nicki Minaj dropped the tape? Because she's a part of the club, too. And they made her record and drop the tape. That's why, okay? It's orchestrated.
He left. Meek
For
Mill,
blackmail.
allegedly, out of her words, that's why she left him, allegedly, because he made her film. There's a lot of y'all freaky deakies out there that want the girl to film y'all too, man. I might have been filmed once or twice, but hey, man, it was something real nice in it. Wasn't with no dude. Can you dig it?
Most publicly documented example of what happens when someone gets pulled into Diddy's orbit and then tries to get out. It started as a footnote, literally. The Lil Rod lawsuit filed by Rodney Jones, Diddy's former producer, included a redacted name in a footnote. A rapper from Philadelphia, someone who dated Nicki Minaj. The internet did the math in about 4 minutes.
Okay, and hold on. I think I want to read something right now because we're on good timing. So hold on. Yes. So you guys can hit a thumbs up. I'm going to read you guys something. And hold on. Let me see which way should I hold the camera. Give me 1 second. So this is me, Marona Prophecy. Hold on, you guys. And you guys know I got my tooth pulled today, so that's why I'm not on camera. However, let me see where I'm at, because I need to read you guys something, okay? Because, you know, a lot of you guys need to understand. So hold on. Or overstand, whichever one you want to use. So hold on, because a lot of you guys don't know. And I'm here to tell you. And so I'm going to educate you. And I'm going to tell you exactly what these people doing and what they are practicing. And then you're going to believe me. But I've been telling you already. People just don't want to believe because people don't want to read. Okay? Now hold on. Let me see where I'm at. Bear with me. Okay, so, and I'm going to be skipping here and there. Listen. Self-promoted as the Great Beast 666 from the Bible Book of Revelations. Slandered by the British press as the wickedest man in the world, yet theatrical occultist Aleister Crowley pioneered a radical reimagining of self-actualization through managing paranormal spiritual entities called magic, shaking up early 20th century polite society. He founded the libertine religion of Thelema. And through sex, ritual magic, extreme drug abuse, here's where your drug abuse comes in at. You guys are not listening. This is why you see P. Diddy and them drugging folks. Here he is getting it from what he was taught through Clive and many others, but I'm saying they're all together, you all. This is a club, okay? And they are all Luciferians and Satanists, okay? This is the eyes wide shut. This is eyes wide shut. Listen. He founded the libertine religion of the Thelema, and through sex rituals and extreme drug abuse, emphasized the not necessarily wicked ritual practice. Now hold on, because we ain't even done. I gotta find out where I need to read y'all next, because it's a lot and I need to scan through. Okay, so look, okay, and I speak about the Kabbalah all the time, because that's what these people are practicing also. The Kabbalah, Madonna, the Will Smith, alchemy, okay? P. Diddy, alchemy. This is what these people are doing. Aleister Crowley, the Sun, self-portrait, 1920 in pre-Christian mythologies and in the mystical system of the Kabbalah. 666, the mark of the beast from Revelations, his nickname was associated with the sun, okay? Courtesy of Ordo Templi Orientis, the OTO, okay, the Knights Templar, the Illuminati. I've been telling y'all. All right, let's continue. This genius ceremonial magic dabbled in raunchy poetry, trance, paintings, witty, strange, and dark, some say incomprehensible fiction, and scalding Mexican volcanoes and savage peaks of Pakistan for fun. Now I'm gonna skip through this because this ain't even what I want to show y'all, what I want to tell y'all. Let me see. Okay, help me, Holy Spirit. Okay, look. Crowley announced himself as the prophet of New Age, marking the 20th century as the start of the eon of Horus and Ra. I told y'all, come on. Thelema asserted Thelema asserted an overcoming of periods in history devoted to the Egyptian great goddess Isis, Mother Earth pagan. See, these are all these deities up in Hollywood that they are all under. Now listen, it gets deeper. Oh my goodness, I'm loving this because the truth is coming out. They're being exposed. Listen, Mother Earth pagan and the Egyptian patriarchal god Osiris, death worship and Christian glorification of suffering. The Aeon, or either Eon of Horus, the newly born and awakened child god, sees humanity advancing upon a period of self-realization and self-actualization with a nod towards the age of Aquarius, which would serve as the 1960s and 70s manifestation of Crowley's tenets mixed with rock star hedonism. Okay, and then hold on, let me see, because this is a lot, but it was something. And then we have to be careful of what I can show and what I can't show, because I don't know what I can show on here, YouTube. And I don't know where you are going with this. Okay, so hold on, guys. Let me see. But anyway, you see this, right? And then listen. Well, I'm not going to read that, but you see that, right? I'm not going to read that. I'm not going to read that. I'm not going to read this. Okay? But let me see what else I wanted to tell you guys. This is the same thing they're practicing in Hollywood. This is the same thing that the stars are taught. This is the same thing Diddy was doing. These were the rites being practiced by your favorite stars. All right? So, let's see. It is all good way of being in the world. Some actions are clearly less good when one attempts to create themselves on a higher order of being for the good of humanity. Crowley later returned to London to publicly perform the rites of Artemis and Eloisis, introducing psychedelics to Europe with peyote or mescaline, laced ceremonial magic rituals where AA embers personified certain deities. Are you listening? Added to his, this is the same thing they're doing at the white parties. It is the same practice, and they have to do it spot on in order for that thing to work well. So listen, it's the same practice. They practice the Thelema law. Come on, Jay-Z, folks. Personified certain deities, adding to his notoriety when the reviews covered his sexual interest and outed homosexual behavior for a number of his adherents. After publishing the Book of Lies, okay, and I'm gonna pass through this a little bit. Okay, after publishing the Book of Lies, what biographer Lawrence Sutin described as his greatest success in merging his talents as poet, scholar, and magus. Yeah, if I'm saying that right. Magus. He ended up joining forces with the Ordo Templi Orientis, the OTO, right? But they kicked him out, from what I heard, with roots in European Freemasonry. Okay, the Freemasons. Okay, you see the Black Boule. Okay, all right. Its initiatory system has among its innermost reaches a set of teachings on sex magic through the ritual dramas, to which Crowley added homosexual practice with some protest, inspired by tantric schools of the East, calling initiates to use the immense potency of sexual energy to reach higher realms of spirituality. So this is why he is doing these things. This is why Diddy is, I don't want to ejaculating all over the places, because he's giving it to the deities, folks, and anybody else who is performing these satanic ritual acts. This is what they're doing. They're feeding the demons, folks. Okay, for the desires and the things of their heart, and to follow the law, the whole law. Okay, the Thelema law. Now let me see if I can scan through this, and then I'll put the video back. So you guys make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe for more content like this at Morona Prophecy 597. And I know they're not going to want to put this out, but I don't know how else to say it, okay? Allegedly. How else to say it, folks? I don't know how else to put it out, except to put it out. Okay? One of Crowley's followers there died from drinking polluted water, but the man's angry wife blamed it on him drinking the blood from a sacrificed cat. Okay, and this is just some of the things that they did. Thus, the British tabloids told stories of sex, drugs, and sacrifice, and labeled Crowley as the wickedest man in the world, which it did not bother to, which it didn't bother him, to argue with. Like he didn't argue with it. He was happy with that title. And look, heroin and cocaine addictions, numerous lovers, and sex magic, publication of multiple, how do you say this word? Treatises, stories, and poems, and continued money and health problem took over his later years. Okay, that I don't like how they wrote that. But anyway, you see the sex magic, you see the multiple numerous lovers, you see the cocaine and heroin addictions. Okay, whatever drugs, it's still the same thing that's up in Hollywood right now. This is where they're getting it from, and this is what they don't want to tell you. But I have to tell y'all the truth. Okay, now how long is this little thing right here? I want to play that, but I don't know. Can I play that, you guys? I don't know. Okay. So we're gonna get back to the video. But anyway, this was The Magician in 1926. Inhale, Rex Ingram's brilliant and satirical adaptation of W. Somerset. Oh, this is very long. Maugham's story. So I'm over here reading, you guys. They got some hard words to pronounce. But anyway, it's a story about an obsessed magician inspired by Aleister Crowley. Now, the music is by The Modest. I don't care who it's by. Okay, and let me see. Biographers are clear that despite of all these impressive achievements, Crowley's addictive personality and tendencies toward immense physical and emotional cruelty limited his human connection. Do you understand? He was so evil, it limited his human connection. Same thing with the people in Hollywood. Let me see what this is. Oh, let's see. It's only a few minutes. If it ain't, let me see, guys. I don't know. Hold on. The Magician. Is it on? I guess. Let me see. Hold on. What is this? Can we play this? I don't know. All right, so hold on. Now we're gonna go back to the video we was watching. Y'all know I be all over the place because I gotta give y'all the information, right? So we're gonna go back to the video or Orlando Brown, you know, and him exposing what he's exposing. All right. Okay, here we go.
Meek Mill's response to that footnote was not the response of someone with nothing.
And the reason why I played that, because that was that Aleister Crowley, and that was they dictation of hell they want to be. And this is where Hollywood know that they going, but they still seem to follow.
To worry about. He didn't quietly consult his lawyers. He didn't release a calm, measured statement. He went to Twitter frantically, repeatedly.
Mill says he will pay $100,000 to an investigator to find out why his name is being tied in with the Diddy allegation.
$100,000 to hire investigators to prove he has nothing to do with Diddy. Now, legal experts who watched that unfold pointed out something important. Innocent people hire lawyers. They produce evidence. They let the legal process work. What Meek did, the public $100,000 offer, the frantic tweets, the threats toward journalists covering the story, that's not a legal defense strategy. That's panic management. And panic management tells its own story. Orlando Brown, who has been talking about Meek's connection to Diddy longer than almost anyone else, had a very specific response to that $100,000 offer.
You can't take back what your butthole received.
Harsh, crude. But Orlando was making a point that no amount of money changes what allegedly happened. And Oshino, who knows the Philadelphia rap scene, intimately weighed in on why Meek's reaction to the Diddy allegations made a certain kind of sense given what he'd observed over the years.
So Meek fans out. Meek's a real goofy. He's basically a goofy. You notice he everybody in the other states and dick jump around and all that. He want to be in Philly. He want to be down. Right? That's why people in Philly, they got famous stuff. You notice every time somebody in Philly start popping, he want to come.
Philadelphia's streets are famously unforgiving about certain things, and multiple people from that community have spoken publicly about the discomfort of watching someone who represented street credibility get associated with Diddy's party circuit in the way that Meek allegedly did.
Everybody.
And I'm gonna fast forward through the video a little bit. Y'all see my jaw is going down. Okay, yes, I got a tooth pulled today. Had to make some ice pops. So let's continue with the video, but I'll be fast forwarding through the video a little bit, okay? So God bless y'all. I'm still healing, swelling going down. Thank you.
Kind of knew back in the day that Meek Mills and Pump was a little too friendly. Anytime two rappers or two people in the industry come dressed up alike on more than one occasion, listen here, man. My dudes in Philly, I got some real strong dudes in Philly. They don't play that shit.
Sorry.
Let me ask your guys' opinion. I'm a grown man. Like, I dressed like my father last week. We dressed as like twins for our family reunion last week, you know, but that was some family stuff. But how do y'all feel about two grown men dressing as twins like they going to Sadie Hawkins? You dig? Because, man, look, we all seen him in the pool. Meek Mill in the pool, Diddy call him, yeah, daddy. You know, he needed that chlorine, man, to cool his backside off, man, from getting beat up. But when you got that little shrimp, you can understand why they was taking it, because you only really had like this much, even up in that little area. You dig what I'm saying?
No.
So I don't know why they was talking.
Oh gosh, I need a new system. Okay, so hold on, I want to say something. Okay, let me put my mask back up. Okay. Yeah, no. It's because they were using pegs for torture. Did I show y'all the video with what's his name? Ja Rule. When Ja Rule got initiated, right? They showed the weapons that was used on him to you know, for him, I can't say the word sodomy, okay, whatever, to penetrate him with. It was 3 types of plugs. The plugs was like this big, and it was like 3 of them, and they looked at like weapons. You guys, they were sharp, they were pointed like this, but they were plugs. Let me see if I can draw you a picture. I'm gonna show you. So this is where the pain and the yelling and the screaming and the blood and stuff was coming from the sheets. I'm gonna draw y'all a picture of what they was penetrating these stars and celebrities with, okay? And if you saw that video with Ja Rule, then you will know what I'm talking about. So hold on. I can't draw that good. Hold on. I'm finna show y'all what they was using on these stars in the anus cavity, okay? I don't know how else nice to say it. You see that? Can you see that? Can you see that weapon? They were putting this in their butts. Okay? They were using these weapons on them. So I hope that you guys were able. I don't have I was gonna look for like a darker pen. But you see that, right? So that was what they were using. So if somebody is using that on you, you're gonna cry, right? If somebody's putting that in the rectum, you're gonna cry, right? You see that? They were using things like that, and they're called pegs, okay? So when Gene Deal was going to the adult store to go get those peg weapons, also Kim Porter had in her book that she had to perform those acts on Diddy too. Yeah, the reason why Meek Mills was crying is because they were pegging him with weapons, torture weapons like this. See, that's what they don't tell you. That's what they're not telling you. That's why he was crying, okay? I'm sorry, y'all, I got a tooth pulled today. But this is why he was crying. Okay? Let's continue. I just had to get that out.
But hey, I don't know two grown men that intentionally dress alike to go to an event. And like if I went somewhere and somebody had on what I had on, I promise you I would go home and change. What about you?
And they probably embarrassed for the fact to see that Meek Mills, one of the street guys that came out of there, got caught up in this Hollywood.
And then there's the birthday party. May 3rd, 2014. Diddy allegedly spent $25,000 to rent a venue in Las Vegas for Meek's 27th birthday. Property manager Jason Hayes later gave testimony about what the aftermath of that event looked like. The details were, according to public court documents, disturbing: stained sheets, drug residue, and most tellingly, Diddy had reportedly requested that all bedroom doors have double-sided locks with keys given only to him.
They said they found loads of cocaine, razor blades. They said that the sheets were bloody, nasty. They found a whole lot of used condoms.
Okay, now hold on. The sheets and everything were bloody because they were using these on the men. They were performing rituals, okay? They were doing inductions with the deity Baphomet. So you think if somebody's putting this in your rear, right? Different sizes, jabbing you in your rear, right? This is why there was blood on the sheets. Do people understand? This was a torture method. This was an initiation, okay? These people are in the boule, folks. Let's continue. Have some grace for me. I just came back from the dentist, had a tooth pulled today. Thank you. Yes, that's what they was doing.
Oh my, what did they say? Condom?
And in order to get that pain, you had to be under them drugs, because under them drugs also, they were summoning deities. Them deities were attached to these people, okay? These deities were able to enter these people because these people were under this concoction that the deities like. I mean, this is already a proven practice. This is Thelema, okay? This is the occult.
Hold up. Wait a minute. They didn't say condom. Hold up. This is the first time that I have ever heard. Let me play that again. I have never heard them say condoms the entire time that Diddy had this stuff had been going on with Diddy, except for the escorts that they were sleeping with. They started off using them at first and they would take them off. But with the freak off parties, this is my first time, man.
They know who to use protection on and who not to use it on.
Locks, what is that you in there doing? Why would you want to lock yourself into a room with another man for days at a time? And where's all the blood coming from?
From the rectum, sir.
Man, this is nasty.
It's sex ritual magic.
Y'all dating these people, man. Go get yourself checked.
And
they're passing around demons.
It was a Diddy party, giving him Meek Mill's honor for his birthday.
Gene Deal, who was Diddy's personal bodyguard for years, reacted to those details not with shock, but with a kind of grim recognition, like someone confirming what they already knew. That reaction from Gene Deal is significant because Gene Deal doesn't sensationalize, he reports. And when a man who spent years inside Diddy's operation says something disturbing crosses lines, most people can't imagine you pay attention. Now we have to address the allegation that has been circulating from multiple separate sources, because it's not just Orlando saying this. It's not just one voice. Orlando Brown made a very specific claim in his interview that people at these Diddy parties were so close, so intertwined, that the transmission of serious disease became part of what connected them.
Please, niggas got HIV around me and I gotta drink with these.
Now,
Now, guys, I told you in a lot of previous videos, I believe that having an STD is like part about being in the clique. Because
a rites of passage. Yeah, it is. Mm-hmm.
Just humor me for a minute. I'm going to get back to the video. Just humor me, please. Guys, if you got people with certain types of diseases, you can't pass it on to nobody, right? If you already got it, it ain't like you can catch something twice.
You're a part of the bunch.
So why not have an inner circle where you guys all know what you're dealing with, and now as they're doing their illegal narcotics and they having their intimate encounters, you know, with no clothes, out there all wild, using special ketamine and all these things. Hey, man.
Okay, so hold on. Let me see if I can find that one video I got where I'm explaining all this stuff that Diddy was doing too. Because I've been put it out a long time ago. And yeah, I hope you guys can hear me good. I had a tooth pulled today. I keep on reiterating that because it's true. Okay. So let me see right fast. But I already read you guys a little bit of the Aleister Crowley, the dilemma that these people was practicing, and they wondering why the rooms, the hotel rooms, was always bloody and stuff, because they were pegging them in the butt they were torturing them with these tools. Okay, and the more pain, you know, the more gain. You get what I'm trying to say? And they were conjuring up deities and feeding deities, and you know, they were just, you know, it was all sex ritual magic. I don't know how else to say it. Like, it is what it is. Hold on, let me see if I can find that one good video. Okay, so let's see. Bear with me, you guys. So hit a thumbs up. I see a lot of people passing through, but I guess people feel like the content ain't good enough to hit a thumbs up. I don't see why. You guys listening to the same other stuff every other day, and when somebody dropping some gems and some jewels, they don't want to hit the thumbs up for the algorithm. Okay, so I don't know what else to say. I think I should play this one. All right, so let me play this one right fast. Here we go.
This is Morona Prophecy, so make sure you like, share, and subscribe at Morona Prophecy for more content like this. And make sure you share this video, because I know you all are tired of, you know, P. Diddy news, love. But at the same time, this news is just not P. Diddy Hollywood news. This news is now global. This news is now changing and shaping the face of America, Hollywood, because it is a stage, you all. This is where your favorite stars that you grew up loving, watching on TV, you know, having the fondest memories. You believe me now, will you? Listen to it. Because I told you. I've been told you, but wasn't nobody listening. I told you that this is Babylon, that this is a death cult, that these things have been going on for hundreds of years. And the hierarchy is Satan, because he runs the music industry. And you will never know who is literally at the top. You will not see a face. But we all know who he is. It is Lucifer. It is Satan. It is the one who fell like a lightning bolt from the sky. So now that you see that this is not allegedly, but factual, but we'll keep it allegedly. Okay, so are you guys ready to open your eyes and be woke now? To be illuminated by the Lord Jesus Christ? Because he told his prophets first, and we put it out there, and we were slandered, we were criticized, we were shadow banned, and whatever else that the gossipers of the secular, thought of the people of God, trying to warn you that these people, these demons, these entities that, these fallen ones that run Hollywood, they are shaping and molding the children. This is where you get the LGBTQ plus agenda as well. These are your favorite politicians. These are your presidents. These are the people that are still in office, in the background. These are your Secret Service men, your CIA, and your FBI. It's a death cult. This is the Kabbalah. This is the Knights Templar.
Been said.
I mean, this is the Rosicrucians. This is the Luciferians and the Satanists that are running the world, folks. Open your eyes and pay attention. P. Diddy, they're using him as almost in the book of Enoch, like Azazel, the scapegoat. Like, think about it. He is the one. They're using P. Diddy, P. Diddy Combs and his family. They're using him actually to penetrate everyone, like literally physically penetrate everyone that comes into Hollywood. You see what I'm saying? This is Sodom and Gomorrah. But this is bigger than 2.0. Okay? And you're just your favorite stars, everyone. I'm telling you all, everyone has been touched. I've been telling you this from the beginning of time. I told you that this is sex ritual magic. I told you that there's a lot of STDs, sexually transmitted demons, because this is how the demons need to get into the host. And I told you about the Aleister Crowley. They are practicing the Thelema.
Told you.
Do as thy wilt. The Jay-Z, he is not the only one. It is many, you all. It is many following these practices because they have to. Doja Cat was the latest one. Who is they all, Madonna from the beginning of time. Elvis Presley that died on the toilet, constipated. Okay, that was a demon. Okay, and he also controlled the weather in his car. I think they were driving somewhere and he made it rain. Like, come on, you all. These are the deities, the demons, the el gods that are right here doing this stuff, that are doing the sex trafficking, that are doing the racketeering, that are setting up the gangs, that are setting up the orgies, that are going to the Bohemian Grove, that are sacrificing all of our children to Moloch and Baal worship. And the Baphomet is what they're using as the anus hole, as an entrance, a portal, a gateway into Hollywood to get in. You have to do certain things to get into Hollywood, and now it is out. The Lord said, whatever is in the dark will come to the light, and now it's out. Will you all believe what you see now? Otherwise, you will perish right along with them. The Lord gave me a word today. He gave me Amos 5. And he said it's coming to an end. The hierarchy is crumbling. Everything is crashing down, and everything will be exposed. Look at all the things discussed at P. Diddy and Jay-Z and whoever else they named, right? But think about the Clive Davises, the Leors that you. I haven't even heard anything about Leor. I know he's hiding. I forgot the black ones' names, y'all, because it's some other producers out there
Quincy
too that I would like
Jones
to
and the
put
other
on
ones.
blast. But on the say, we're speaking on P. Diddy Combs. Okay, I told you it's only one way to get out of the Illuminati. Remember I told you that? I told you it's only one way, which equals three things. And that is suicide, that is jail, or the Illuminati, they unalive you. I told you. Now you see it all unfolding, coming apart. But it's a trip because when I listen to the stories now, like I was just on YouTube right now, just like earlier before this video, and I'm listening, and I'm like, this is exactly what the Lord gave me months and years ago that I've been putting out.
Right.
For the church and for the masses to hear. But didn't nobody want to hear it. Oh, they didn't want to circulate my videos. You know why? Because I have been telling the truth from the whole time. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. And he shall set you free. And a lot of people need to get on their knees and confess and repent for even falling into the trap, y'all. And it's a shame because P. Diddy would go down in history. He is the one. He is the one. He is the one who brought down Hollywood, y'all. He is the
Lucifer,
one.
he's paying homage to Lucifer.
Brought that. Satan chose him.
Yes.
The protege. The protege of Satan is Sean P. Diddy Combs. But guess what? It's many other ones up there. Trust me, over him. He was just doing what he was told. He was just trying to get past the 33rd degree. He was trying to get past the alchemy. He was trying to achieve the Aleister Crowley. Because you have to be a full-fledged demon. But then in the end, these demons, they get mad at you. And they take back everything that they gave you because it was trickery from the beginning. And then they want to take your life. Like they used you up. Just remember, you're just a vessel.
Homage to Lucifer. Homage to Lucifer.
Your blood. They suck your energy. I told you about that. I told you about the frequencies. That's why Hollywood is so captivated on a drill chrome. You know what I'm saying? And then also, you ain't got that energy, Nick Cannon. You think they ain't did no sacrifices? They've all done them, y'all. They've all done them. I'm telling you, eating 80s, everything. They have to. Eating feces. Okay, because this is going back to the lineage of the Rothschilds. Okay. And then let's not get into the Queen and the Vatican. Okay. Let's censor this discussion. But indeed, yes, that's a whole nother discussion. Chime on in. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me, how do you guys feel about this situation?
Look, the walk of shame. Look at that. The whole family.
Right. I mean, you're thinking
the walk of shame.
Who was the best candidate to be picked for this position to go this far in the industry to do? I mean, talk about anything from murder, okay, essays, little children, sexual assault against your own children, against your mama, anything, I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying? Who? P. Diddy was the perfect candidate, the perfect protege. They made him into who they wanted him to be because he was so driven. And who was just like him? Think about it. There's many more. Okay, Jay-Z, do what that will. Okay, he's in the background. But there's still many more from the women. And then why is it the black boule who they chose? Because they needed a scapegoat. If anybody was going to go down in the history, they wanted to make sure it was a ninja, you know? So it's just very
ironic, and you knew the time was coming, and you're thinking about it, history always repeats itself. Okay, you know his time is coming. So here we have the baby Diddy's out there in the world. Like, I'm just gonna make you an example who we ain't heard from in a long time. Lil Nas X. Okay, that's a baby Diddy right there. Okay, so it's many more. We have Mighty Cyrus. There's many more, many more. So we're gonna continue this on episode 3, and yeah, I just had.
Don't let it be a shock to you. This should bring you to your knees. And then everything, you know, that he's done to these children, like, what do you get out of giving oral sex to a 9-year-old? So that's something that that demon did for a ritualistic thing, to achieve something, to appease the deity. Okay, these are spells and incantations and rituals that are done in these private places, just in a luxury of a home, because they have money. If they didn't have money, these witches and warlocks would be out in the woods. I told y'all.
Demon.
It's higher people. It's uncivilized human beings out there that practice this witchcraft, this hoodoo, this voodoo, this Santeria. Do you know? This is why this man travels. Okay? This is why he has different races and different types of children, and you know, handlers come in from different parts of the world, the 4 corners of the world, y'all, the earth, because they need different type of mixed power, demonic power from different parts of the world, the regions, because of the principalities. The principalities, the rulers of the air, is the ones that do the spell casting over Hollywood to bring all of this CERN, this portal, to keep it working, to keep it running. This operation of the dark one, the dark side. Now, I'll be back. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. This is Morona Prophecy. I'm just trying to keep up with the news.
All right. So, yes, this is Morona Prophecy. Y'all know that I got my 2 pulled today. I said it like 50 million times. Make sure you guys hit a thumbs up. I only see 2 thumbs up with all these people that flew in, but that's okay. I'm going to stay putting out the truth, allegedly. All right, so I'll be back. Okay, so subscribe and play the video back and catch the gems. Okay, I love you. Peace. Thank you. Subscribe. God bless you. Till next time.